And so, Serbia makes an alliance with Russia. And Russia makes an alliance with France. France makes an alliance with Britain. And that's called the Triple Entente. Entente is a French word. Because Britain makes a treaty with France and Russia, same thing with Russia and France. So, all these have allied with each other. Now, the Prince of Austria, the son of the Emperor of Austria-Hungary, is called Franz Ferdinand II. And he decides he's going to take a little tour and trip of the capital of Bosnia. He goes to the capital, Sarajevo. And it's a very public occasion, you know. And it just so happens that there's this group of Serbians and Bosnians called the Black Hand. No kidding. And they find out about the tour and they arm themselves with guns, bombs, fuse bombs. You know, you like the little fuse, so it's timed. And poison pills. Their plan is assassination, then suicide. So Franz Ferdinand's in this big, wonderful, rich, expensive open car. He drives through Sarajevo. There's people in front of him, people behind him, people on the sidewalks waving handkerchiefs. They're waving and they're cheering. They're waving little silk handkerchiefs. They got signs, "Long live Franz Ferdinand!" And he's standing up there waving. Very, very easy target. He passes by number one. Number one does nothing. He passes by number two. Number two takes a bomb, lights the fuse, throws it into the car. He picks it up, throws it out, hits the car behind him. 8 people are wounded. Then he rushes to the town hall for security. But while there, he makes a speech. Number 3, 4, 5, and 6 are there. They do nothing. Maybe they thought it was too public. Then he decides to drive to the hospital to check on the wounded men in the accident. And it just so happens, very coincidental, his driver takes a wrong turn, just so happens, and passes number 7. Number 7 jumps onto the open fender, pulls out his gun, fires 2 times. One time he hits Ferdinand in the neck, and the other time his wife in the abdomen. The driver rushes to the hospital, but they die. Austria-Hungary is rather annoyed. He was going to be the next emperor, you know. He's too dead to be annoyed. They blame Serbia for the assassination. Serbia knew nothing about it. Well, they knew something about it, but they didn't think they were going to do that. And they grovel, but Austria-Hungary's like, no, you're going to pay. So it declares war on Serbia. Russia, allied with Serbia, declares war on Austria-Hungary. Germany helps Austria-Hungary because they signed the Triple Alliance with Italy. Italy declares itself neutral. France declares war on Germany. Germany starts marching into France. It goes through Belgium on the way. Raids Belgium even though it's neutral. The Belgians fire from their force, they kill thousands of Germans and wound millions. But then the Germans bring a new weapon. Big Bertha. A new kind of weapon, a howitzer. They fire huge shells and they either explode in the air and rain down shrapnel, little bits of metal that'll stick in you and lodge. Or they're designed to penetrate stone and metal, then they'll explode. The Belgians, they cannot believe this. They just run. Now England knows Belgium has declared itself neutral and it has vowed to protect that neutrality. And so it declares war on Germany. It sends its men to France They charge against the Germans. You know all those battles. They take their swords and their guns and their cannons. They charge. They slay each other. Shoot their bows and arrows. This was a new kind of warfare. They have machine guns. You set them up. They shoot dozens every second. Ba-da-da-da-da. And you got the big artillery pieces, like cannons, only much more lethal and much more easy to fire. And you've got other weapons. You've got the new guns. You've got the Lee Enfield, the Mauser, the German Mauser, and the French Lapel. And they millions are killed. It's a stalemate. They start. Germans dig ditches called trenches to protect themselves from the machine gun fire. And the British build more trenches. They're going to stay in these trenches for about 4 years. What happened to the assassin? He was put in. He swallowed his pill. None of the pills worked. They all swallowed pills, but it didn't work. He swallowed a pill. Didn't work. He jumped into the river to drown himself, but the angry mob of Bosnia saved him. Then they nearly beat him to death. They put him in prison. He died right before the end of the war. Pity he didn't die 4 years before.